With that, we return now to Rymeria. The banker rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3, which, if you remember, is an automatic loss. You're just gonna take him out of the restaurant and say, "Stay here," and then walk back inside.
I guess I could talk to him.
Oh my god!
Vandalism is illegal, and I will charge them.
And then you charge the roll for intimidation, but on a 14, it does not quite meet the DC to successfully throw it into the ball.
Into the water. I rub my mustache, I turn to Rom, and I kiss Rom.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
This book is an exact copy of the last journal Alder kept before disappearing, and so I will preserve it. It shall not rot, it shall not wither, against the laws of man and nature both, but it shall not decay. I would like to take a quick second at a couple of these bookshelves, and I would like to set them ablaze.
Oh my god.
Fucking in an instant, all of it disappears.
What?
You can't see a thing. You hear someone shout, "Nos!" and then your vision is fucking gone. You can't, there's no firelight, there's no torchlight, you can't see at all. You are in total darkness. You can't see your hands when you hold them out in front of you.
This whole operation just went to complete shit. I would like to body check the crap out of him.
Jax sprints up and pulls out the longsword that he purchased back in Mirasol. That he spent time training with Tog. Tog looks so disappointed. His body like spins in midair, right? As Mazar hits him at like waist level and goddamn decapitates the guard.
Holy
sitting
shit.
on the table. He slams it down, and this thing, you hear the wood up until a day ago. If you had asked me this question, I would have said the greatest win of my life was getting accepted into Isidoris. That's silencing Mason's expression.
No, yes. Go back. There's still time.
I'm not sure there is. And you see his armor start to like bend, and he stands up on both hind legs again, and emits a guttural roar, not unlike the ogres. And he drops his sword, and you see fur growing from both of his arms.
He's so weird.
It's got like a hook on it. I just sink that hook in it, and I just tear.
As he collapses, we'll just spear him in the face.
And as he stumbles, drive your sword up to the hilt through the front of his, like, through an eye socket. Blades out the back of his head.
Who goes there?
It's Civ and Rom.
It's Rom and Civ.
What? How many feet is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 foot fall.
Wait.
You'll notice that when you and Civ cast Minor Illusion, the spell didn't come out. Instead, you were teleported to the mouth of the portal of this. So you go to cast Featherfall. Say the words leave your mouth, and as soon as you do, you find yourself...
No.
At the mouth of the yawning portal that is the closet. So as you go to stick your hand out the door, and this is what all of you see, it sucks you out. And you are gone.
I get my grip.
So this sword, so you pick it up. It feels too heavy by your observation, and it starts vibrating ever so slightly. And then, after a moment of the vibrating, like, intensifying, it suddenly stops.
It likes you.
Did it pick
totally
him?
still and in your hand. And as your hit lands, the sword transforms in your hands, and this thing becomes a mimic that immediately starts devouring the basilisk.
Oh my
What the?
What?
Well,
2 ones.
So close to it now, you are taken aback by the unimaginable magnitude of the power radiating from this staff. As you get closer, you can feel the hair on your arms and your legs stand up. It's like you're about to get struck by lightning.
take it in for a sec and then set fire to that as well.
Wow.
And then turn around, set fire to the jewelry. I have everything I need. Set fire to the bed. Yeah, I have everything I need.
You take one final look at your home as it starts to go up in flames. The same flames that took your mother from you, you now use to cleanse that pain from your life. Their brains scramble in their skulls in front of you and they fall to the ground. For a second, it seems like nothing has happened. The dude, vibrates in place a little bit, and then you see his body crumple, in on itself, like a car imploding. All his bones get crushed, his skeletal structure totally fails, and he becomes a puddle on the ground. I really do need you to know that this wasn't personal. And he whips out his sword, and he rushes you.
You came out of nowhere. You lunged at me. I trusted you.
I'm gonna cut off one of his fingers.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Oh, I love a good campfire. Sitting with friends, sharing a drink, telling ghost stories. There's nothing like it. Mind if I join you? Thanks. And a stranger sits down across from you. Tog. Do you trust your friends? You roll 3 consecutive nat ones.
I swear to God, man.
You gotta shake it a little more.
What? This is why I don't get involved in people's shit. No. Stop talking to me. I've got things to do.
No, Rufus, he's wearing the bones of one of our friends.
You sound crazy right now.
You do sound crazy right now.
You were all there. You know this happened. Back me up. Rufus, please.
Rufus, please.
I just need to know why he's after us.
Why would I know that?
I just need information.
Loud enough that you can still hear. He says, he sees through my eyes. And then you cut his head off.
I'll just be like, okay.
You, hold on, I'm trying to imagine what this looks like. So you're reaching your arms under his armpits, he's stopped, and you're grabbing at his hand and trying to marionette an OK symbol, but his hand is just flopping.
Listen, you should give us landmines, Lachlan. I think that'll be really fun.
Landmines? I'm not gonna give you landmines.
I want grenades. I have grenades.
I'm not gonna give you grenades either. Everywhere you go, you leave ripples in the world around you. Your choices are slowly but surely changing the course of history. Jax would still be in school. Gorwin would still be in the Blackwood Core. Ilvasar and Nilvasar both would still be alive if it weren't for you. As Eowyn finally disappears from view, the future feels as boundless as the Cussin Plains all around you. A small gravestone, and it looks new-ish anyway as far as gravestones go, and as you draw closer, you're able to make out a single name carved into the stone. Jax.
She's totally dead. Her arm was ripped off. There was some... It was not a good scene.
Okay.
You should
I'm
not
gonna
go
cast
find her.
silence on Claire.
Are you gonna help me find Oreo? Imagine you say no.
No, we slammed the door in her face and
This poster was bothering me, so we took it down.
Yeah. Don't vandalize.
Does this litter belong to you?
You blink and suddenly see Knob for what he is. A rotting skin suit stretched unnaturally over someone else's body. Loose skin droops from the sockets where his eyes should be, There are several maggot-filled holes in his cheeks, and altogether too many teeth crowded behind his cracked, dry lips. Something is wearing Knob like a perverse fucking costume.
I think I'll grab the nearest individual and just kind of throw him into the pig's path.
Yeah, so you body slam a poor onlooker. It's not Jax. And from their perspective, you just chuck them for no reason before picking up the
What are you gonna name him?
Do I have to name him?
Yes,
And then pork chop.
it is required.
Pork chop? Nah. We're gonna call him Sebastian.
I don't think you should stay here. It was hard enough for your mother getting over your leaving one time.
I don't plan on staying.
I wish it had been you instead of your brother. You know that.
I know.
But your mother does miss you.
I know.
You delude yourself into acting with absolute certainty, imagining yourself as an instrument, as the dagger she wields, but Savanya Redding, you are not an instrument. You are thoughtless random violence, you are sickness, you are plague. You are the monster hiding under the bed. You're the very image of hubris. What happens when men imagine themselves as gods? And I need you to take 38 slashing damage.
What the hell?
So you go up to Civ, and Civ, you know what Civ looks like. You've seen her character sheet. Somehow she's hiding like 10 daggers on that like
He surely
skin-tight
can't
outfit.
take all of them this turn.
No,
right?
definitely not.
But
But
he definitely found
he
a couple.
finds a bunch in a row. He just
He finds the easiest ones that you can grab.
you just keep, it's like comical. Like you just keep pulling knives out after knives out. I chose this partnership, not you, and I chose well.
Alright, I'm thoroughly freaked out now.
Hungry. He's just wanting a little snack.
Well,
Looks like a good snack.
Yeah, you running straight out of the street.
We are all
you said I'm
in
gonna use
traffic.
this moving cart as cover. That's a crazy thing to say. By the way, where's Sebastian right now? Still strapped to your chest, or like what's up?
that's a good question, I guess.
Okay.
Whoa!
I didn't think about that. Well, we're here now.
You didn't think about it, and it shows because you just ran into a dark cloud full of assassins with a baby piglet strapped to your chest.
Yeah,
So-
sword drawn, shield out. I'm ready for combat.
The
Level
piglet is
6,
less
baby.
heavy.
I'm a
Level
real
6,
good
baby.
father.
We all lose 3 intelligence.
Act 4, the character's the dumbest they've been yet. I love it.
Guys, I don't even know really when I was born totally, so that's not fair.
That's fair.
What? What an interaction.
The city I was born in, so. Or
Just
the
the
area.
immediate contradiction.
Yeah, that's not fair. That's fair.
I am Myra Nakrali. I take it was your group that killed the assassin.
Paul grimaces and nods. Jax, his eyes like refocus. He's like, "What just happened? That wasn't."
Jax, come on, man!
You can't call yourself firebranding if you're her date.
That's true.
And this is my date, my sister.
Flair.
Actually, we're married.
Oh, okay. He's like, I did not ask for any of this information, but I'm. You guys are free to go.
I whispered to Sim, we have the best asses here.
Yeah,
She hasn't heard any of your thought process.
yeah, you just say that out of nowhere. And Lena reaches Lord Clintock just as he comes to face her, and without even like a moment of hesitation, Lena slashes her knife across his throat in the middle of the dance floor. Like imagine actual Jax inside his thing, holding the thing above his head. It's like here's how waist level. He's like, "Eat glass, motherfucker!" And he throws throws the whole tray. Yeah, he brings his sword out and he's like, "You and your whole fucking fam, stand still."
I guess I'm gonna kill Creighton.
The dark orange.
No!
All in,
Oh,
all in. This is revolution, baby. Both Lord Clintock and his successor, Creighton, are dead. And as you know, the smoke clears under the rays of the sun, House Raleigh controls Castle Vey.
This contact of yours, not going to try to kill us the moment he sees us, is he?
And then he rushes you.
I got a 1.
All right.
So what's the reality? Is this the reality? Or is what we would have seen without the... No, this has to be reality. But we passed. And if we had failed, then we would still be seeing into reality.
Unless our lovely DM inverted that.
That's
Passing
true.
a check isn't always a good thing.
Civ, you two come to realize as Tog screams at or shouts at you that he's helping you and making you better. You're like, "Oh my god, he is!"
Wait,
and you realize
Oh.
that this creature is the most perfect form of being.
Why do you want to leave?
Because
You're not.
You're not
Not
charged.
charged anymore.
Oh. Rob, get out of here! Save yourself! You're saying the staff is the cause of all this. Everything that's happening right now. We killed people in Mirasol,
That's
if you remember.
how many people did we kill when we were
I think it
here?
was 7.
Oh my god.
Was it 7? I thought it was like 2. Big and hairy, mouth full of teeth.
Like he just vomits on the spot.
All right, we're gonna go to the right. Oh, goody.
How many of you chose this direction out of curiosity?
No, I chose left.
I should.
Oh,
chose left.
crap. We're going to attack.
Congratulations,
And
you
I-
defeat the Minotaur.
Take it down in one fell swoop. Ego, confidence restored, ego solidified. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Haven't even started.
Yeah, we can brainstorm topics. Do you know what you want to write about?
Right, there's an essay. The different tiers of unacademicness.
4.
Nice.
Nice.
One quick strike.
4.
You move again. Another
Right.
quick strike.
Let's go.
4.
These are and dude, your weight training is paying
I'm
off.
doing this
He's
too.
hurt. He's only got
2.
4, 4, 4, 2. He had 11 HP. The whole mat goes fucking silent, right? Everyone's like, holy shit. And then, like, Diagon Squad, the rest of you and Garth break into, like, fuck yeah, Rose, let's go!
Let's go.
Oh, my.
Dropping it.
Dude!
Dropped it 3 times.
Tong falls to his
Okay.
death on the first part of the gauntlet. It's
It's a
round level 2, so how he
It's a
does it is...
9. Remember me.
13. Does
I
anybody have...
Had 2.
That's what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about! Joined the Expeditionary Corps as Diagon Squad, but graduated as Aleph Squad.
Let's go.
Perhaps
go.
against all odds, all perished. Swallowed by the jungle. Tog made it back to Port Frey, back to Morag, and eventually back to Rymeria. But he left his friends, his companions, his original party, and in fact a part of himself, behind.
4 amazing, wonderful adventurers.
Jax is like, what the hell, guys? Suddenly, you have no idea how you didn't realize it before.
Can you
Yeah.
make a little bit of haste? Potentially.
Oh, shit.
I think it's
Oh, he drops the key. He's like, oh, shoot,
Oh
my
my
key.
No.
You mentioned that on Makers a little bit ago.
Yeah. No, I did. I did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Can I cast silence on Flare?
Of course you can. It would not be the first or second time it's happened. You're so lucky that your perception is so strong because you almost didn't notice this, but you blink and you're like, how did I miss this?
Swear to God.
You know what claustrophobia is?
Sure.
I have the opposite, where I need to be in a small room,
Didn't
locked with as many people as possible.
Didn't you tell me you walked across the open country to get here?
No, well,
How did you do
I
that?
have attacks. I haven't seen him since all the shit that went down in Dune Let's talk about the shit that went down in Dune because that was pretty crazy, huh? What do you think about that?
That was you guys.
No.
Roll for deception.
I would like to whip anathema at the coach. It's a nat 1.
It's a nat 1! Anathema throws through the air. He's like, let's fucking go. And then, like, his voice fades out as he disappears past the coach, having missed it entirely. He takes a silver ring off of his finger, like, pricks his thumb, and then holds his hand over one of the open flames, and lets the blood, like, if we're gonna perform the summoning, it needs to happen tomorrow night.
Maybe you need to hold the staff. I can take the staff from you and give it to Chad.
I'm not particularly adept with magic. I think I would be fully useless.
Take the staff, Chad.
It is an honor to finally meet you. The deadly Savanya Redding, the brilliant Ram Dagvasti, the fearless Flare Fiesta, the steadfast Tog Malhollow, and of course, Jax the Courageous. And Ram, you hand Jax the staff, and you watch Jax, this little Gripply who, when you met him, had only his courage, take possession of the single most powerful magical artifact in the entire world. His expression is determined, and he locks eyes with Visigoth. And then he walks over and hands him the staff. And there are accounts of strange alien creatures, capable of killing someone
and mimicking their appearance, down to the very last hair on their head. Although he notes that this mimicry does not appear to give them access to someone's memories, and that, like most other semi-sapient creatures, they're unable to use
magic. Unable to use magic. Suddenly, it all makes sense. Visigoth has torn the veil. The earth shakes, the wind roars in your ears, and people scream in the city below you. This is all happening because of you. Your choices, your mistakes. Dogtooth and Mirasil, Nilvasar and Aven, Lord Clintock and Dirneve, you've killed people in the name of saving the world, and now you're the ones who put it in danger. Whatever happens here in IFX, whatever Visigoth does next, it is all because of you. The fate of the city, and indeed, perhaps the world, is up to you. I don't know what happens next. I don't know how this story ends, but I do know that before it's over, it is you who must atone for the sin of Visigoth. Yeah, she sprinted up to this guy and then created a figurine of herself. Rom goes to cast something and then moments later disappears behind a mound of bakery items. Like you hear his muffled cry as he gets buried alive by these.
Ross is like a watering.
Yeah. And Ross is like, Rom, you simply must teach me your ways. Civ's turn. I don't think she heard me.
What?
Nope. It's your turn.
I come in and I...
And Tog, from your perspective, this man is like, I got involved with some bad people, some gambling nuts, some Jesus Christ! Like, suddenly he's getting fucking torn apart.
Tog just wide-eyed, just like as blood sprays across his face. Oh my god.
You became instantly, incredibly drunk.
This is not good. Quick, everyone out of the city.
Flare shouts, quick, everyone out of the city. You hear a little girl runs past you and she's like, no shit! And then you just hear a voice fade.
Aren't you an alcoholic?
Right. I am an alcoholic. I come to my senses immediately. I'm fully functioning.
Right in front of you, just a couple feet in the air, a tiny lead figurine of yourself.
As many people as we can get, as many people as we can aid, we try. And then as we move forward, if we see anyone, we try and pick them up as best as we can. We gotta get as many people across that bridge as possible.
Flare and Rom were able to prevent Vivian from burning the Western Bridge, which allowed thousands of people to escape who would otherwise not have. And that bridge was held largely thanks to the efforts of the Fire Lilies, but in no small part because of the reinforcements brought by Civ and Tog. It's the very same creature in the very same type of cage that's behind this guard. You've seen this thing once before.
Well, it's a good thing your representation arrived.
I've actually been here since 7 a.m. this
You're
morning.
fired.
And I've he's like, thank God. He immediately walks out. No arguments at all.
+3, not a +20?
Not a plus 20.
Wait, what's the cap?
Beggars, choosers. 10.
You only gave me 3?
3 out of 10. Yes. You did say to the judge, my train of thought is derailed, let me put it back on the track. So
19.
Your Honor, it's as simple as this. Garst saw an opportunity to contain this catastrophe, to strike back as the iron was hot, and he took it. And in doing so, so many civilians were saved. This man on the stand, just one of them. Him and his family are alive today, thanks to Captain Garst. There will be no further questions.
Your Honor, I would like to address the amount of animals in this courtroom.
It's crazy how many cats are in the upper balcony. What is going on, dude?
Apparently that happens sometimes now. Spells just go wrong.
And Civ, as you're saying this, you look down, and there is a blade sticking out of your chest. You take 78 damage.
I am
What?
beyond dead.
I'm going to draw my sword, ripping it across my non-sword arm as I do, and I'm going to cast Blood Shade.
This is the first time any one of you has seen from Tog that he's capable of doing this sort of magic. DM Panic Omen. You take 53 damage.
Reverse DM Panic.
Rom is about to do undo DM Panic God. You guys are perfectly leveled. I'm a very good encounter builder. I've been following you for days, and each time I should have killed you, Lady Nissa has stayed my blade. And clearly she's seen fit to spare your life yet again. 2 members of the Invisible Hand are dead, and you are still alive. For some reason you have her favor. Why? Tell me why I should spare you.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't.
2 on your D8?
Yeah.
Roll a D100.
Blood statue incoming.
Fucking hell.
Statue incoming.
Blood statue incoming. Sprinting out of the hideout.
I take off.
You take off. I mean,
my god.
roll for initiative.
all take off.
Roll for initiative here. Explain changelings to both guards.
Hey, by the way, Hazel's dead. Fuck you.
Fucking Hazel got her shit rocked.
Rip.
I
Alright,
hope Hazel wasn't important to you at all.
We need to get out of here.
He knows we need to move everything.
Yeah. We need to get out.
Civ, do you have any other secrets?
You guys already know everything.
You know, I keep randomly just falling asleep in the middle of the night.
You killed countless thousands, countless tens of thousands of my kind, and drove the rest of us far, far away. And out of the unnatural darkness of the cave steps one enormous clawed foot, shaking the ground around you. Another, an impossibility, or looking up at it now, an inevitability. A dragon. I think I'm going to set the DC at 20, just the same.
Oh my god.
It's out
I
there
don't
in the
think I
open.
can do this, guys. I don't think
Oh
I can
my God.
do this. Blue, huh? So that's water? You cast
Are you
water?
stupid? What is your deal? I don't care.
I don't know.
Conjuration
Am I?
magic. Jesus, dumbass.
Oh, so I was right.
Hey, you can't
and
do that.
He's up on my shoulder, right? I didn't just
Oh, okay.
fully like
I think-
toss him over the horizon. let me clarify.
No, yeah, I understood what you meant. There are lots of druids you can speak to who aren't as busy as I am. Maybe
I would
reconsider.
I think we're making a mistake.
to talk to you. Do you mind turning around? Because I do not like my face and would prefer it was not seen.
Do you really think that's a normal interaction to have?
You haven't seen my face. You don't know how bad it is.
Wow.
I say from the corner of the room, it's pretty bad.
This door has a mechanism to open, and you have broken it.
Oh my god.
I make a motion to flare, like I draw my knife and I'm like shit, like a question. It's a question.
I nod 100% okay with this.
Okay.
That's so funny.
What does our group come to?
I
Complete disbelief, like shock in this guy's face. This guy's like, Civ?
Fucking
And
Jax.
as you go to try, this guy slithers his way
fucking
out of his
Jax.
grasp. His like neck re-snaps his like spot into place. And he whips around and he just says, "You guys should not have come here."
Can I ask Jax if Visigoth dies, if Jax dies?
He gives you the slightest of nods.
Roll
Yeah,
20.
please roll some nat 20s, dude.
Let's have
That's
an
asking a
athlete
lot
eat the dude.
from these
Yeah.
rigged ass dice.
Eat him.
Actually,
No
Pretty
way.
good.
No.
it's a nat 20.
No,
Let's
it's fucking nice! No fucking way. Talk. Bangs, he just slices himself, growls, bangs it, and as he does, these shadows are like blood red, deep red in color, and they like tangle around like thorned vines, like wreathing up his legs and body, coating himself in almost sort of like pseudo armor. And they kind of like swirl and undulate on his form as he stalks towards Visigoth with anathema in hand, bleeding profusely. Just wanted to see see my mom.
Why would you do?
Knew it. Everost, have you ever given
This is not important.
Paraxis any of
Everost,
your baking?
crazily enough, Flair, yeah, Tog is like, this is not important. And you can see that Evelyn in the corner has a cake on a platter that she's preparing to give to you guys. And Everost kind of like motions her and he's like, you're right, baking is not important right now. And you just keep working. Not a one of you asks, how tall should we make it? You guys never discuss it. There's this unspoken understanding that, like, you will work until your arms are too tired to keep going. You will work until you can't make this thing any taller. And you all stop for a moment, looking at this thing you have constructed. This final monument to Kamel, to Jax, and everything that stands for. The times you shared together, the fact that he betrayed you, the fact that he came back to help you, what he lost, what you lost, and all the rest of it.
From the bottom of my heart, I am truly, truly sorry, and I wish you all the best. And I will light up my torch, and I will toss it onto the pyre.
You stand there together with Jax, with Kamel for the last time. And the flames grow and consume from the 4 different corners you lit of the pyre, the entire structure. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cards have to go down.
7. Wow, that's a lot of 7s. 7, 1, 5, 3, 4, 8.
You're the only one who needs Featherfall. I don't think I have another option.
Well, but,
We
like,
could just
I-
jump off and trust her.
As long as I can see everyone.
Single line of light, kind of piercing through the dark clouds as Tog, wielding anathema, slowly using his gravity, to pull himself down, descends the bottom of the Colossus, unzipping it as he goes. And a 4th one is in Mirror Soul, actually. Beginning their slow but certain march towards world domination. 1,000 ripples caused by the choices you made. Everything silly and tragic and messy and beautiful comes together to create something enduring. Ding ding ding. Like a concussion.